This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Thanks for all of the well wishes. I've seen some of you on Instagram, and hopefully some of you on YouTube weren't saying you're a knobhead. Jim got me this Michael Barrymore t-shirt, which was kind of him. I've had a really cool day. Yeah, a nice birthday. They've just gone to bed next door, so I thought I'd kind of talk to you about this, which I got a chance to just plug this into the Lazy J of Jake's briefly. In the middle of the day. This is a pedal that I actually regret selling, and I was on the phone to a chap from Boss that I speak to, sorting out getting a Katana Go, and there are a couple of pedals that I'd said, you know, I'd like to check out some of these things if it's possible, and he said no problem, we'll send them over when we can. And one of them was the Boss OD3. Now I've demoed the Boss OD3 before. I since sold it in the great gear exodus of the last few years, but actually plugging it back in and listening to it, I think that was a great mistake, a folly, if you will. So in 1997 this boy came out. I would have been 8, and prior to that in 1995 they came out with the Boss Blues Driver. Now I've looked online, apparently the schematics are somewhat similar. There's elements of the circuits which are shared, and there's obviously elements of the circuit that are different as well. But what you get is something kind of similar to the Blues Driver, although not as harsh. I've looked at a guy who put up some analysis of the circuit, and there's kind of some drop off at 500k, so it's got a kind of nice transparentness to it, and also some drop off at like 1.6k and then again at 2.8 or something like that. So it's got quite a smooth top end, and different to a lot of Boss drives that I've tried, so like the Boss DS1, the Blues driver to some extent. I'm even running this with the tone at like 1, 2 o'clock here, and it's got a beautiful sound to it. It's kind of just really smooth. I think the natural overdrive, if you're familiar with any of the Boss GT stuff, or the Boss OD200, I think is based on the OD3. And I just think it's an incredible sound for me. For some people, it might be too much in the bass. That's one thing that I read people saying. But playing with single coils like this for a lead tone, I think it's as good as any pedal I've ever tried, really. So it was silly of me to sell mine. I'm glad I've got one again that Boss sent over. It's, I think, probably the best Boss pedal ever. I think drive-wise, maybe the SD1 or the Blues driver might be the other alternatives there, but I think for me this kind of sounds exactly like what I want from a drive, responds exactly like what I want it to respond like. Doesn't sound harsh at all in front of a fairly bright tweed amp, just sounds big, full, incredible with single coils. I haven't tried it with humbuckers. Maybe that might be an area where it wouldn't shine as much, but yeah, let me know your thoughts if you tried the OD3. Are you a fan of it? Are you not? But I think for me, Boss's most underrated drive pedal, the best drive pedal that I've heard from Boss. I think it's incredible, and not super expensive. You can pick them up on eBay for about 65 quid, and the new price I'll flash up now. But yeah, thanks to Boss for letting me check this one out again. I think it was a lightly used one that's come from an office or something, but I just love the sound of this thing. Let me know if you think it sounds decent or not, or if you've tried one and got on with it or not. What you didn't like about it, let other people know in the comments, because I think obviously in a video like this where I've been sent a piece of gear and not paid for it, I think it's worth you sharing your opinion so that other people can hear what you thought about it as well. Now I'm going to show you it plugged into the Lazy J, which was kind of my first time hearing it again. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Cheers for stopping by. Thanks for the birthday wishes. I'm now 35.